Welcome back to Legacy Contracts, and if this is your first time here, we're glad you found us. This channel exists for attorneys who sense that something beneath the surface of their firm isn't quite working, even if it's hard to name. Here, we look beyond surface-level efficiency and into the invisible systems shaping how your firm operates, serves clients, and sustains growth. Through practical insight and honest conversation, we help bring clarity to what's often overlooked, so you can lead with intention, not assumption. If you're interested in building a law firm that's not just functional but thoughtfully designed, you're in the right place. Let's begin. If you are a law firm owner, attorney, office manager, or legal operations professional who constantly feels like you have to oversee everything personally just to make sure it gets done correctly, today's conversation is for you. In this video, we are talking about 3 major signs your law firm's accountability structure may be broken, and more importantly, how to begin fixing it. Because the reality is this: most delegation problems in law firms are not actually delegation problems. They're accountability problems. And if your systems are not supporting accountability, your firm will continue experiencing communication issues, bottlenecks, missed deadlines, staff frustration, and leadership burnout. The first sign your accountability structure is broken is this: everything still depends on you. You may have a team. You may have support staff. You may even have systems in place. But if every task still requires your constant follow-up, approval, reminders, or oversight, then accountability has not actually been established. This often looks like repeatedly checking task statuses, chasing updates, answering the same questions multiple times, or stepping in to fix preventable mistakes. Many law firm leaders think this is just part of leadership, but sustainable leadership is not supposed to function through constant micromanagement. The fix: you need clearer ownership. Every task, workflow, or responsibility should have a designated owner, a deadline, clear expectations, and a measurable outcome. People cannot be accountable for expectations that were never clearly defined. One of the most effective things you can do is begin documenting repeatable processes. If your team has to constantly come back to you for the same answers, your systems are likely living inside your head instead of inside your operations. The second sign your accountability structure is broken is inconsistent communication. This is extremely common in growing law firms. You may notice staff working from different versions of information, missed client follow-ups, internal confusion, or responsibilities falling through the cracks. When communication systems are unclear, accountability weakens because no one fully understands who is responsible, what the priority is, or how updates should be communicated. The fix: create communication standards. That means deciding where tasks are assigned, how updates are tracked when follow-ups occur, and how urgent matters are escalated. Law firms especially need centralized communication because deadlines, filings, and client communication leave very little room for operational confusion. This is where task management systems, documented workflows, and recurring operational meetings can make a significant difference. Consistency creates accountability. Without consistency, every day feels reactive. The third sign your accountability structure is broken is when everyone appears busy, but results remain inconsistent. This is one of the most frustrating operational challenges for law firm leadership. The team is working, people are active, tasks are moving, but somehow deadlines are still missed, client communication is delayed, and leadership still feels overwhelmed. Why? Because activity does not always equal accountability. Without systems measuring performance and workflow effectiveness, it becomes difficult to identify where breakdowns are actually happening. The fix: you need measurable workflows. This means establishing clear processes, defining timelines, tracking progress, and consistently reviewing operational performance. Accountability is not about punishment. It is about creating visibility. When workflows are measurable, your team has clarity, leadership has insight, and operations become more sustainable. Legacy Contracts hosted our very first webinar on May 15th, where we discussed operational efficiency, delegation, and accountability in law firms. If you missed the live session, the replay is now available right here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out after this video because we go even deeper into the systems and operational strategies that help law firms scale more effectively. At the end of the day, accountability is not about creating pressure. It is about creating structure. When law firms build stronger systems around communication, delegation, and ownership. We hope today's insight helped bring clarity to something that may have been operating quietly in the background of your firm. Progress doesn't always start with doing more. It often starts with seeing more clearly. Law firms aren't built overnight. They're shaped by the decisions you make once the invisible becomes visible. This is Legacy Contracts, and until next time, keep leading with clarity.